So if a photon is directed through a plane with two slits in it and either slit is observed, it will not go through both slits. If it's unobserved, it will. However, if it's observed after it's left the plane but before it hits its target, it will not have gone through both slits.
Agreed. What's your point?
There's no point. I just think it's a good idea for a t-shirt. No, we are committing genetic fraud. There's no guarantee that our sperm is going to generate high IQ offspring. Think about that. I have a sister with the same basic DNA mix who hostesses at Fuddruckers.
Sheldon, this was your idea. A little extra money to get fractional T1 bandwidth in the apartment?
I know, and I do yearn for faster downloads. But there's some poor woman who's going to pin her hopes on my sperm. What if she winds up with a toddler who doesn't know if he should use an integral or a differential to solve for the area under a curve?
I'm sure she'll still love him.
I wouldn't.
Well, what do you want to do?
I want to leave.
Not really.
If the height of a single step is off by as little as 2 millimeters, most people will trip.
I don't care. 2 millimeters? That doesn't seem right.
No, it's true. I did a series of experiments when I was 12. My father broke his clavicle.
Is that why they sent you to boarding school?
No, that was a result of my work with lasers.
Should we have invited her for lunch?
No, we're going to start season 2 of Battlestar Galactica.
We already watched the season 2 DVDs.
Not with commentary.
I think we should be good neighbors. Invite her over, make her feel welcome.
We never invited Louis/Louise over.
And that was wrong of us. We need to widen our circle.
I have a very wide circle. I have 212 friends on MySpace.
Yes, and you've never met one of them.
That's the beauty of it.
I'm gonna invite her over. We'll have a nice meal and chat.
Chat? We don't chat, at least not offline.
Well, it's not difficult. You just listen to what she says, and then you say something appropriate in response.
To what end?
Hi.
Penny, that's where I sit.
Sit next to me.
No, I sit there.
What's the difference?
What's the difference?
Here we go.
In the winter, that seat is close enough to the radiator to remain warm, and yet not so close as to cause perspiration. In the summer, it's directly in the path of a cross breeze created by opening windows there and there. It faces the television at an angle that is neither direct, thus discouraging conversation, nor so far wide as to create a parallax distortion. I could go on, but I think I've made my point.
Do you want me to move?
Well,
Just sit somewhere else.
fine.
Sheldon, sit. This situation is much less complicated. There's some kind of dispute between Penny and her ex-boyfriend as to who gets custody of the TV. She just wanted to avoid having a scene with him.
So we get to have a scene with him?
No, Sheldon, there's not going to be a scene. There's 2 of us and 1 of him.
Leonard, the 2 of us can't even carry a TV.
I'm so sorry I dragged you through this.
It's okay. It wasn't my first pantsing, and it won't be my last.
And you were right about my motives. I was hoping to establish a relationship with Penny that might have someday led to sex.
Well, you got me out of my pants.
Anyway, I've learned my lesson. She's out of my league. I'm done with her. I've got my work. One day I'll win the Nobel Prize, and then I'll die alone.
Don't think like that. You're not going to die alone.
Thank you, Sheldon. You're a good friend.
You're certainly not going to win a Nobel Prize.